Hello, my name is Toby Ayodele. Let's reason together. Have you ever been at that point in your life where you have to ask God, what's going on with me? It seems as if the moment I decided to give my life to you, the moment I decided to submit my life to you, the moment I decided to, acknowledge and accept your call upon my life, that moment it seems as if things just started going south for me. It looks as if things started getting more difficult. That even things that I used to get done, things that I used to accomplish easily before my decision, suddenly became more difficult. Life became a bit more unbearable than even when I did not know you. And Satan has ministered into your heart saying that, you say, it looks as if this call that you are accepting, it seems as if that does not pay you. Maybe you should go back to your normal life or go back to the life you used to. Sometimes it might not even be that you are living a life of sin, but just that you decided to pick up a call of God for your life, maybe that you have been struggling with before, and then once you decided to obey, it looks as if things start getting difficult. If that is you, then let me share with you what the Holy Spirit shared with me when I was going through this and I was asking this question. You see, at that point in my life, I felt as though being normal, just doing things. I mean, I looked at people that even, do not have call of God upon their lives, or people that, were colleagues and all that when we're growing up and all that. I looked at certain things that they are accomplishing, and I see that it seems as if my life, was more difficult, to even get the basic things that I could get normally. Not even in a way of unrighteousness, but even in a righteous way. And I've had people say to me before that the things that we do to get these things, you cannot do it because you're a pastor or something like that. And I've had to go to God and say, okay, God, I thought moving close to you, accepting the things that you want me to do should have made life easier for me. Why is it that it's appearing as though some things are getting more difficult? And this was the response that I got. He told me that when a soldier, when an ordinary person, a civilian, when he enlists to be, to the military, to become a military personnel, what they will do is to take the person into a camp, and they will subject the person to what you can call a terrible situation. They subject them to certain trainings, they subject them to certain routines, they subject them to certain exercise, they subject them to certain unpleasant conditions. And for someone that, not ordinarily you're joining because you felt that you want to be someone that will make everybody better, and now that you're in service, maybe your life should be better. Unfortunately, the training period of a soldier is usually a very hard period. And if you are not careful, you will think that, that the training camp is like the den of a kidnapper. And then if you're not careful, you can begin to think that, oh, what am I doing here? In fact, I understand that there are many people that, enrolled for the military that after a period of time, they want to run away from camp and they have to hold them back because it gets more difficult. However, the goal was not to destroy them. The goal is to make them stronger. The goal is to make them better. The goal is to make them fit for the work that they're about to do. And the Holy Spirit was telling me that the reason He's allowing me to go through certain things is because He has to train me, kill some things in me, kill appetite for certain things in me. Now, if I decide to be a civilian, I don't need to be subjected to all those things. And because I'm not subjected to all those things, I cannot be sent, to do certain work because I've not been trained. But the word training is actually me saying that I want to submit myself to certain subjections, to certain killings, to certain dealings of God in my life. That is why God Himself allows me, to go through certain things, not because He wants me, not because He's unable to deliver me, or unable to help me, or unable to, answer my prayer, but because He wants me to be properly trained for me to be able to be fit for the assignment that He has given unto me. And that is the same thing I want to say to you today. That the fact that it seems as if God is silent in your matter, especially after you give your life to Christ, doesn't mean that God has forgotten you. You are in your training camp, and I cannot promise you that it's going to be easy, but you must remember this. Like James said, when you are going through the divers of trials, he says you count it all joy. Count it all joy, because you know that the goal of this particular trial is to produce something in you, to make you a soldier that is fit for the assignment that he has taken you through. When the soldier has gone through the training, they will now do a final exercise for them to see whether they are fit for field or not. But I'm telling you, for everyone that passed through, they might come out that day and dress ceremoniously and you clap for them, but it was not that ceremonious in their training camp, in their military barrack. So I don't know what level of the camping experience you are at the moment. This is just me encouraging you that you are not alone. That it might look as if the moment you accepted Jesus, things got better, but it is not like Satan is telling you. Actually, on the other hand, is because you are going through training so that you can be fit and you can be able to do the assignment that the Lord wants to take you to. God does not delight in seeing his children suffer, but one thing he does is that he does not send out anybody that has not yet been trained. And if you must be enlisted, if you must be sent out, if you must represent him, then he must take you through certain things. The Bible said that even though he was a son, he learned obedience by the things he suffered. So sometimes the best way to teach and to train is to subject you to a slight form of suffering. But Paul was very good, in expressing. He said that we know that this current suffering is nothing to be compared to the glory that will be revealed in us. Many people like the ceremony. When you see a soldier, I have a soldier in my family, I have this, I have that. He said the glory is really great, but the rigor of the training can be quite difficult. I want to encourage that soldier that is in camp. Please don't give up. Go through your training. The glory that will be revealed in you is nothing compared to this suffering that you are going through. Count it all joy, and let this trial, let it do the work that is intended to do in your life. And I can tell you that at the end of the day, God will be glorified through your life, and the Lord will make you usable. Till the next time, I remain to be Ayodele. God bless you.